And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, we're so close towards the goal of 50,000 subscribers. Do me a favour, put me out my misery and hit that big red button. We're almost there. Anyway guys, today of course Liverpool back in action again as they take on Bournemouth. So if you're watching this video afterwards, we already know the result. I may touch upon the game a bit later on in the video, but we're going to be discussing some transfer news as two targets have been revealed. In terms of course, the fallout of the Endo signing, we're still unsure if he's going to be starting or playing a part in that game against Bournemouth. However, very excited to see what he can do in a Liverpool jersey. He's been lauded a lot. He's been lauded by the manager. He's been lauded by German football fans. So yeah, really excited to see what he brings to the table. And hopefully, as I said, he is playing that game against Bournemouth. However, of course, as I've said in multiple videos, whilst Endo may do a job now, we still got a lot of money in the transfer kitty. 19 million pounds was 19 million euros, should I say, in fact, was spent on the Japanese international. And as I said, I do think he solves a lot of the issues, especially in that game against Chelsea that we spoke about. There was a lot of holes, and you could see we were crying out for a defensive midfielder. So he definitely plugs that gap. But I do feel we do need at least another midfielder and another defender before the window closes. Now, sort of since that sort of Endo deal has gone through, there has been names sort of emerge with regards to who Liverpool could sign. There have been countless of names throughout the transfer window. However, it does look like we're narrowing down to the final sort of two, if you like, as reports are coming out from reputable journalists with regards to these transfer targets. One of those being Ryan Gravenberch and one of them being Doucouré. Of course, Doucouré plays for Crystal Palace and Ryan Gravenberch plays for Bayern Munich. Now, both of these names have been linked to the football club intensely over the summer at different points of the transfer window, different areas of where we've been linked to them, but they're not going away. And certainly since the signing of Endo, again, these names still keep on emerging, and I'm going to go through both of them and go through the realistic possibility of signing either or. So with regards to Ryan Gravenberch, that sort of came out over the last couple of hours from German publicist Bild, and they're quite reputable within the sort of German football space. Christian Falk as well, an FC Bayern sort of journalist as well. They basically came out stating that Liverpool want to bid £20 million for Ryan Gravenberch, and Ryan Gravenberch leave, Liverpool is the hottest option. Apparently, Ryan Gravenberch doesn't like the position he's playing under Thomas Tuchel and wants to basically seek another challenge, or if that is not going to be resolved, will likely leave the football club. We know all about him last year, of course, joined from Ajax Amsterdam, and it didn't really work for him at Bayern Munich. However, it was sort of said that he would obviously keep fighting for his place, but the position he's being played in at the moment, he seems to be unhappy. And that's what I'm saying, what multiple sources are stating. But a bid of £20 million is being reported in the media over the last hour or so. So a very interesting one there indeed. As I said, I don't really watch an awful lot of German football. I did tune into the Bayern game last night to watch Harry Kane play. And I don't think he played a part at all there, Ryan Gravenberch. At least I didn't see him on the pitch. Yeah, I mean, he was an unused substitute. So again, still not getting the game time that he's sort of desiring. But certainly could be a player if coached in the right way or coached in the right system, could do a job. He's 21 years old, remember, as well. So certainly another player that the club could sign. But that's what the reports are stating this morning, that if he does leave Bayern Munich, which could be a big yes, then his most likely destination is Liverpool. Reports are also stating from other journalists that the club could line up a £20 million bid. I do think that would go under sort of Bayern's valuation. They did pay a lot of money for him when he came from Ajax, but as I say, the player doesn't like the role Tuchel is giving him and could consider a move to Liverpool, having the club been interested in for some time. Now, the other transfer target is Doucouré. Now, this one is probably exciting fans Maybe a little bit more because obviously Premier League proven, we all like that sort of thing. There's a lot of rumours around Bundesliga tax, and you buy players from the German league and they never really cut it. Maybe Naby Keita's an example of that. Or if you look at Chelsea, some of their signings from Germany never really cut it. But then again, it can go the other way. You can get an Erling Haaland. So it isn't necessarily ring true, but of course, sometimes when you don't want to take too much risks, you go in there, get a Premier League proven player, and De Kuyt is certainly one of those. And now I use this sort of comparison, it may be lazy of me, but the sort of Fabinho of 3 years ago, that's how I sort of compare. That's how I compared De Kuyt, that sort of style of play, and I certainly do think he would fit into Liverpool's system. Again, he should be available this summer, again playing for a lesser team. But certainly a player that Liverpool could definitely afford. I do state, I've heard reports that Crystal Palace are going to be upping their price if Liverpool do knock on the door, but they're just sort of drawing comparison on what's been going on with other defensive midfielders. If you look at Declan Rice going for 100 million, you look at Moises Caicedo going for 115 million, they're going to position somewhere in between sort of that area, or maybe just below it, to be fair. I think I've even heard reports of 85 million pounds, and that they know that Liverpool have got the money. So it could all depend on finances as well, but De Kuyt is another option that just keeps on emerging, isn't going anywhere. And it was also reported as well that Crystal Palace are preparing for the bid. As I said, they have put a price tag on his head and are well aware that Liverpool are sniffing around and do want the player. So certainly one to watch there, but I do think we're sort of dwindling down to two. There has been another name sort of emerge as well, that of course being Piero Hincapié. He's another player that sort of emerged from sort of Bayer Leverkusen. Again, that sort of link there with Jorge Schmadtke. He likes the sort of Bundesliga players, but certainly three players now starting to emerge as names. But out of those three, I do like the look of De Kuyt more, just because I do think he fits that role of Fabinho 3 years ago. Remember how good Fabinho was? Playing for Liverpool, I think it'd be fantastic. And of course, his Premier League proven. My thing is with Ryan Gravenberch, yes, he's very versatile, plays as a sort of attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder, central midfielder. My only problem with him is that he hasn't really played a lot of football for Bayern this year. I know he was great for Ajax, but sometimes Dutch players or players that come from the Eredivisie can be hit and miss. They can be sometimes good and sometimes pretty poor. And then, to be honest with you, with Piero Hincapié, I don't know too much about him. So if I had to choose one right now, I'd probably go for De Kuyt. But certainly there is going to be more twists and turns over the next sort of couple of days with regards to this transfer saga. But one thing I know is for certain, Liverpool will be signing another midfield player and hopefully a defender as well. But that does bring us to the end of today's video, guys. Out of those 2 or 3 players, who do you think the club should go and sign? De Kuyt, Gravenberch, or of course Piero Hincapié? As I said, let me know a name down there in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, do check out our sponsors, Slick Gorilla, and get hair like mine and Harvey Elliott. We both use Slick Gorilla to style our hair. So if you are looking for a new hair products and quality hair products, do browse their collection. 15% off for all LFC News viewers. As I said, link is down there in the description. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.